What's up, you guys? It's Ariam
and Yodit.
and you're tuned in to deuxsol Radio.
That's right. Your favorite twins are back talking all things music and culture.
Because two takes are better than one, but twin takes are even better. And we're back.
Yes, we are.
After a few weeks, but we're back.
Yes, but it's good to be back.
Yeah.
But we had a good reason for being
A
away.
very, very good reason. Why don't you tell them our reason, Yodit?
Guys, we have news, okay? We just turned
30.
That's right. You heard it
Pew, pew,
here.
pew.
We entered a new decade of our lives. And we're so thrilled to say that we're finally in our 30s.
Yes. We've entered the 30 club.
Yes. Super excited to be here. And yes, like Ariam said, we're in the new club. And we were out celebrating. We were traveling. We went to Curacao in the Caribbean.
Yep.
Gorgeous. 10 out of 10. Recommend. But yeah, we were with our friends and family. We spent our celebration there together, and we were just really vacationing.
Really. This is probably the longest vacation I think we've taken in a while.
Yeah.
Like in our adults.
Yeah.
Lives.
Shamelessly.
Yes.
At that. Shamelessly.
We're
in our soft girl era, really taking care of ourselves, really just creating the life that we think we deserve. And
right.
Yeah, like we said, we're super thrilled to be in this new decade together.
Yodit and I used to talk about, what would it be like when we turn 30, like where we would be. And of course, like with additional societal pressures, like you have these like expectations, but I feel like we're right where we're supposed to be.
Absolutely.
I don't feel like we're behind or we're too ahead. I feel like everything has happened the way it's supposed to happen.
Mhm.
And yeah, I just feel good about it. I also don't feel old at all.
Never that.
Like, we joke about it, of course, like, oh, we're getting old. But now that I'm here, I just feel like the same. Obviously I'm getting older, but I'm still young in the grand scheme of life. But I feel like my approach to certain things are way different than they were when we were in our 20s.
Absolutely. And I think the cool thing about it is that everyone that's, a few years older than us who've already entered their 30s, they've really set the tone for us.
Yeah.
You always hear like, the 30s are actually like one of your best decades, right? And we've always heard that, but there's something about actually finally getting into it that makes you feel like you understood all the things that they were saying.
Yeah.
We feel, and I'm going to speak for you, Ariam, I totally think we're on the same page here, but I feel like we feel certain about ourselves. There's this energy that we have that I didn't think necessarily existed in our 20s.
Yeah.
We talk about all the time. I think a lot of people in their 20s can relate. Our 20s is definitely a great time to learn about who you are.
The trial and error.
Yeah. Make the mistakes you need to make to figure out who you are in the world. And then when you enter 30 in your 30s, you feel like have evolved into the person that you want to be, and you're on that path.
Yeah. And then also I feel like you've applied all the lessons learned in your 20s.
Absolutely.
So it's a little bit more, I want to say, like, there's a foundation there, there's certainty, and you're just way smarter.
Yeah.
I will say, like, way smarter about how you move and,
right.
Like even more vocal, just there are times where I'm just like, in my 20s, I remember regretting just holding back and not saying things. We're both just enjoying, life. And, I can't wait to see what this new era will look like for us.
Yeah.
Whether it's personal lives, personal goals, dreams, careers, whatever that may look like. I'm excited for it.
Yeah. This new era is all about, I think for both of us, just continuing to trust our intuition.
Yeah.
Listen to the inner voice, staying prayed up, like practicing gratitude. And of course, cherishing our loved ones and the time we have and the memories we make. And then of course, with deuxsol, I really want us to just continue exploring the possibilities. And so for those of you who've been tuning in and listening to us when we started this at 21, 22,
yeah.
We appreciate you guys riding with us, really supporting us.
And just even just been through all these like evolutions of what deuxsol has come to, whether it was a name change, a medium change, start off on YouTube and, then we were doing our podcast thing,
Mhm.
and now we're doing a mix of both. And
Exactly.
I don't know, it's just like I'm excited for where this will lead us,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah.
to this new chapter, and we get to do it together.
Together.
Life
Yeah.
is life can be so hard, and we're just so blessed that, well, I'm blessed to have Yodit to do life with, just to have
Mhm.
someone to like just take a pause and just look at each other and be like, what, WTF, like what is happening
Yeah.
like right now? Having someone that I can just reflect with and grow with, and learn from, so I'm definitely blessed. Blessed to have
Ariam.
you,
I'm blessed to
Yodi.
have you, Ariam. Let me put that on the record. I know Ariam said that about me, but I feel the same way about her. She's my partner in life, and I'm so glad we get to do another chapter of this
Yeah.
thing called life together. But yes, yeah, stay tuned for all that comes with this new decade.
Yes.
Not me getting all emotional. I'm
All
such a
right.
Pisces. I'm
Okay.
like trying to like fight the little alligator tears.
I know.
But yes, we're such Pisces.
I know.
I know it's Aries season, but we had a good run.
We had a
great run this year.
This month was a good one.
I know.
A good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's hop into this episode, which y'all came here for.
Which y'all really came here
Some
for.
music and pop culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yodi, start us off.
Yeah, so along with all the cool experiences of being 30, of course, there's a lot of music that we are just taking in, whether it's just kickback music or music that just makes you feel good. And we found a new anthem. So if you guys have been keeping your ear to the ground with music lately, one of our favorite ladies in music, Flo, just dropped a new song and video called Fly Girl. What's super exciting about this song is the hook takes direct inspiration, and it is an interpolation of Missy Elliott's iconic song Work It. In the hook, they take the exact line, if you're a fly girl, get your nails done, get a pedicure, get your hair did. And they took that element, that music moment, that iconic music moment, and created a whole song around it. And when I tell you it's my new get ready anthem, it's my new pregame anthem, it's a feel-good song. It's empowering, and it's just really encourages you to love yourself a little bit more. And I feel like the ladies executed it so well.
Yes, absolutely. They nailed it.
Yes.
I mean, from the visuals, from the vocal arrangement. We've been praising these ladies for a while because I feel like their formula definitely pays homage to, the 90s and early 2000s girl group dynamic, that three vocalist girl group dynamic. And there's something so, I don't know, there's a level of comfort there for us. I mean, because we are 90s babies. So like seeing that now, its own like modernized version, I mean, they're really killing it. And there is a scene right in the beginning of that music video where I instantly thought about Lose My Breath by Destiny's Child. Their walk in, like their little introduction in the video, it's like they're in this alleyway, they have these fly outfits, and I'm thinking I see Destiny's Child in the best way.
Yeah, strut. It's clear that they're descendants of iconic girl groups like Destiny's Child, and I just feel like they're doing it now with such a modern twist. And yeah, like Ariam said, they delivered in so many ways. And on top of this, they got the ultimate cosign because Missy herself is on the record.
Yep.
And it's just a great, beautiful way for them to not only, pay homage to her, but just get that sign of approval from the artist that they got inspiration from.
Yeah.
And it's just really cool to see Missy in her collaborative bag. It's been consistent throughout the course of her career. Ariam and I talk about this all the time. She proves yet again that she is really a girl's girl in the industry. She has constantly produced work, obviously independently as a solo artist, but she's also so known for her collaborative work with other females, other women in the industry, girl groups, from the 702 days, Total, SWV, Monica, like she's always showing love to women, and especially those who are just coming up.
Yeah.
And it just shows that A, she has her ear to the ground, right? She knows what's good. She knows what sounds great sonically. And then she really believes in these artists.
Yeah.
She really showed up. Like she showed up in so many ways. And this is just, again, another example of that.
And the thing is, like, people in the mainstream mostly recognize her as like a rapper or a producer, but she's so much more than that. She's a songwriter, she is a vocalist. A lot of these songs that were coming out by these girl groups, she actually lent her vocals in the background. You can actually hear Missy singing a lot of the time because she writes these songs, she produces these songs, she essentially demos them and then, you know, just gives her creative mind to these girl groups. And it's so great to see her in that element again. Clearly she has always been about it and the song is fire. So you got
And I just want to say, like, Ariam, this memory is definitely going to be the same for you. I remember, let's take it back to 2002, and we're watching 106 in Park. And I remember the day when you and I first, and our sister Sophia, we watched the Work It video for the first time. And we got to that part of the song. And we were talking about Get Your Hair Did. Like, when she said it, when we first heard that, my brain chemistry just got altered. Like, I was like, you can say that? Like, you can say that? And it just made so much sense. It was just so powerful. I remember that. And of course, we can imagine, like, people were already saying that in the community, but just to put that as part of her song, and then it just shifted culture in a huge way. I feel like popular culture started using that language to express, you know, beautifying yourself, self-care,
you see it in music videos, you see it like in
celebrities, you know, day-to-day conversation, comedy, everything. And so, you know, that particular line has always stood out in the song. For Flo to take that and just build off of it and create a whole new song with Missy was just like a really dope full circle moment.
Yeah. So run it up, y'all. Run that song up. It's fire. And support these girls. Support Missy.
Yeah, they're doing a lot in their debut album year, and shout out to them. We see so much potential for them. And of course, Missy has proved yet again why she deserves her Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nomination. We are rooting for you.
What a way to like close off Women's History Month. Right. You know, having this icon on this fire song and, you know, this recent nomination. So shout out to you, Missy.
Yes.
We love you. Of
she
course.
Strikes again.
Yes. Another example of generations bridging a gap is the recent release of Coi Leray's Players Remix featuring a legend. And we love a legend.
We do.
The Busta Rhymes hopped on this remix. And I mean, y'all already know it's fire. Like, if you haven't heard it, it's wonderful. DJ Saige, he made a remix to it. He fused Players with Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. And obviously that mix was so seamless because they both sample Grandmaster Flash's The Message. So when those songs are blended together, it sounds like one song. And I guess with that popularity, Busta geniusly hops on this remix, drops his own verse, and it's amazing.
It's always amazing. I love moments like that. Yeah. And obviously, Busta's version of the song was just so impactful for a lot of reasons. Obviously, like you said, the sample was done in such a unique and music forward way for the time.
This is in 97. It was a massive hit. The visual paired with it.
Yep.
I mean, him and Missy and that era really just pushed the boundaries when it came to music videos.
Completely different stratosphere.
Like,
and
it's just amazing.
And all of it's aging so well. Because look, I mean, we're still inspired by it.
Still. And what's so cool is that obviously Busta's song was a massive hit, but now it's in a way like Coi's having this huge moment with this song. Not only just one version, like they've had multiple remixes.
Yeah.
Multiple DJs have been flipping the song.
Yeah, David Guetta just did a
remix too. Yeah. And it's like there's no limits with this song. And it's so cool to have Busta like come on, and not only come on in the song, he's like praising her too. Yeah. You know, he's like giving her props, and it's just cool that he in a way is like passing the torch. You know, because like he had a moment, and now it's like her moment, and he is like co-signing, but also it's like, yeah, you're killing it. You know. Yeah. So I obviously love it. I love that he is even rapping in the same cadence that he did in his version, and it's just so dope. Like, it gives us a little bit like of, you know, our generation, the generations before who were listening to the song and just loving it.
Yep.
A little taste of memory lane. So
in
it's
all
super
the best
dope.
ways.
It's super, super dope. I hope they come out with a video soon. I would love to see it. She has like so many videos for all these mixes. Keep pushing the song, Koi. You're doing a great job.
I think what's really cool about this resurgence of these samples, the artists that they're showing love to from the earlier generation, they're giving them, the support and the cosign by showing up on these records. Same with Lotto and Energy, like having Mariah Carey hop on the record with her.
That's a great example.
I feel like we're just in this age where there's just a lot of mutual respect happening, which I love to see. So if we're gonna do it and you're gonna show love, like do it right.
Shout out to the new generation and the older generation that paved the way. And our last little topic, which has been trending, is Disney's recent announcement that they have been thinking about doing a live adaptation of Princess and the Frog.
I did hear about that.
Yes, and
which is pretty cool.
It's interesting because I think just as the fans are excited, a lot of actors and singers are just as excited, and they're putting their name in the ring. Recently Ari Lennox, she actually just posted a video on TikTok where she did her own rendition of Almost There, and she at Disney in the caption is like, I would love the opportunity to audition, like shooting her shot on the socials, And then recently Chloe Bailey, she did an interview and they had asked her like what type of Disney character would she want to, play, and she mentioned that she would love to play Princess Tiana.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So everyone's like, getting excited too, just as the fans are. But this has also led to these like fan-led castings, and we've seen a lot of different options out there. Some of them are spot on, some of them are way off. Like, I don't know what y'all are thinking, but thank God you're not casting directors, because sheesh. Like, someone actually said Janet Ortega.
What?
Yeah. She's not even black. Yes, girl, Wednesday. I love her. Don't get me wrong.
I
not for the role.
love her. I think she's a talented actress.
And these are what the fans are saying.
It just needs to be a black girl. Like, come on.
So when I saw that, I felt inclined to put in my 2 cents, as well as Yodi put her 2 cents in who we think would be a dream casting for the live adaptation. So we're obviously going to start off with Princess Tiana, and I think we both had the same.
We aligned here,
and we both said Coco Jones.
Yes.
Coco Jones, the reason why we say this is she has an amazing voice. She's a singer, but she also has an acting background.
Yeah.
She also has really good comedic timing.
She does.
She's very versatile, and she's popping right now.
Just really talented. I just think she just needs that opportunity to really show.
Yeah.
I mean, she's done that with her acting roles. She's amazing on Bel Air.
Yeah.
She's really releasing music. I've been listening to ICU a lot. She definitely has a lot of talent and charisma. I think she could really take this role.
And she's beautiful. She's
stunning.
Beautiful. And it would be amazing to see like a beautiful chocolate, black girl play this role. I know it would just mean so much.
Yeah.
To little girls out there.
Absolutely.
So Prince Naveen, I think we split. We're split on this.
Split down the middle with this one.
I said Rome Flynn. Only because, have you seen this man's face? He's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, striking.
Yeah, the bone structure is
God,
very...
took his time with this person. And obviously he can act really well, and he can sing. He's been posting covers and stuff like that. So I feel like there's not really much more to say. Like, look him up. If you don't know how this man looks like, literally.
He definitely can sing too, which I think is a huge plus.
Yeah.
I just can't remember Prince Naveen singing that much, though, his character.
It's a musical. Like, someone's going to sing.
There's got to be opportunity, I guess, to sing. Yeah, you're right.
It's all these princess movies.
Yes.
Everyone is singing at some point.
I have a wild card. So I don't know if you all have watched Peaky Blinders or Woman King, but Jordan Bolger, I think, could be a really good alternative suggestion, just because I loved his acting range in both the show Peaky Blinders and his character in Woman King. And when I saw him in Woman King with the curls and the bone structure and it was just giving I can see him playing like a Prince Charming, especially one that's like a Prince Naveen.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can make a good French accent. So that's something that I'd have to figure out, because Prince Naveen does have an accent. So even for both of our recommendations,
I didn't even think about that.
we'd have to think
I was just
about
so
their
consumed.
accent versatility.
I was consumed by their
Definitely they got the
features.
aesthetics. I think both of them got the look, but
Yeah.
if either of them can nail a French accent, I think they can be really good contenders.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Fair
I'm putting
point.
that in there.
Charlotte, I think I just put Dove Cameron on.
Yeah.
I know that she has a long history with Disney. You know, she's been in different shows, different films, projects, and stuff. I think she recently did a film, and the name is escaping me, but she did a Southern accent, and she did it really well.
Okay, cool.
So that, to me, I thought about her. And then, of course, like, she has, like, the look.
I think she would deliver in the best way.
And I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, but Dr. Facilier?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I forgot about him.
I don't remember his name, but even as I was watching it, I was afraid of him. I was scared. He's scary. And he's voiced by none other than Keith David. And you know this actor.
But if you don't know him, you know his voice.
Yes.
He's voiced so many characters in...
He's usually played a lot of bad guys.
Yeah,
so.
he has a really good villain voice. Like,
Yeah.
it's that bass, it's that tone. His voice is really very much an instrument.
Yeah.
And he played Mr. Rager in Intergalactic.
I instantly recognized his voice.
I was like, okay. Like, it was perfect. It was perfect. So he was so good in Princess and the Frog that I think I would actually have him play.
That's an actor that I would consider also
in the live
casting
action.
in the live action.
And then we have to do Mama Odie. We're talking about Mama Odie.
I think it should be the same thing. I think Jennifer
Jennifer Lewis.
Like, I don't see anyone else playing that character. I mean, she voiced that character, sure, but I mean, she could still.
It's Jennifer,
who else could?
It's Jennifer Lewis.
Yeah,
it's Jennifer Lewis.
So
Like,
I'm gonna keep that as
keep that as is.
Definitely keep that as is. And then Louis, I think, Brian Tyree Henry.
Oh, that could be good
because I feel like he also has, like, comedic timing as well. You know, he's very versatile as an actor.
So much range.
But it will be fun to see him in, like, a Disney project. I mean, he was technically he was in Marvel, but
but we're talking about like Disney, like
more
fairy
like a
tale.
fun, like, playful character. I feel like I could see him doing that. And then I haven't thought about the rest of the characters, but for Eudora, I think it would be really cool to bring back Anika for that.
That would be really cool.
Because obviously she's a little bit older now, and it would be like a cool way to tie her back because she was the original voice of Tiana.
Yeah.
And she could play a mom,
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be like a really cool casting.
Yeah, I love when movies do that, where like they do a remake or they do a different reinterpretation and they have the star come back.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a great way, like you said, to like show love to Anika because she did her thing as Tiana. And we can't just have a live action without her. I mean, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
It would be a shame.
Yeah. And it would just like honor the original in a way. So
Yeah.
that's our casting. But if you guys have other people that you would cast, please comment, share, let us know. We are down to hear it all. And that wraps up today's show.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
First show in a while.
Yes.
And we had fun.
We did.
Yes. So if you guys like what you heard, you can keep up with us on socials at deuxsol. That's at deuxsol. You can also watch us on YouTube at deuxsol. And you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. If you can hear it, we'll be on it. Until next time, guys. Peace.